Keon here. I wanted to do a video on a book I've been reading called This is Chaos by various authors, edited by Peter J Carroll. It's all about chaos magic, which is my niche, my path at this point. And it's always pretty much been my path, as long as I've heard the term. It was created when I was a child, so I don't know if I really latched onto that term right away. But I think I've always known that there's something, about taking from disorder and making your own order, which is basically what chaos magic is to me, which is like everything that you don't process you can call chaos. And once you process it, it becomes magic, because you're a magic maker. You're a reality creation machine. You are you are the only thing that you know for sure is real, that creates reality. So, and everything else, that's their reality and that's their magic. That's other people's magic, other ideas magic, nature's magic, whatever you want to call it. It's not your magic. It's chaos until it reaches you and comes through. So there's some really good insights into this book already. It's verifying a lot of the things that I've actually believed in the past, and I've gotten some online debates about. Also, the term chaos magic. People argue, they want to pin on different people who created that. And a lot of people say Austin Osman Spare, which was a artist who wrote a couple of books that were very hard to read. The Book of Pleasure. I believe there's another one called the Book of Zos, something like that. Very hard to read, but you could kind of get his where he was going with this stuff. He was very into results magic, what was called results magic. The other person, which would be called, maybe the godfather, one of the godfathers of chaos magic, is Aleister Crowley. And the entire Golden Dawn, really, which both of those people, Austin Osman Spare and Aleister Crowley, were involved with and probably met because of this forming of this group, the Golden Dawn, which purports to be based, more of a tradition-based thing, but when you look into it, it's pretty much made up by other people's ideas and things like that. They mix in Enochian, they mix in Egyptian, they mix in taking on god forms. They just look into it if you want to. The Golden Dawn came up, got a lot of people together, then it kind of fell apart. Modernly, there's been a revival. Largely, based on what they did in the past, which I believe was built out of chaos. People could argue with that. However, the actual term chaos magic, which I'm really interested in, people would think, a lot of people also try to pin, Austin Osman Spare, Aleister Crowley, people like that, those two passed away in the 40s, 50s, 1940s, 1950s. That term, they never used that term, as far as I could find. Peter J Carroll, another, who did Liber Null and Psychonaut, which is a foundational text of chaos magic. I don't, they mention chaos, the concept of chaos a lot, but they don't it doesn't say chaos magic yet in that book that I could see. And this is what I've got on Facebook debates about and stuff like that. Some people would say, no, Peter J Carroll and all those guys in the 70s, Phil Hine, Ray Sherwin, there was like a whole group of these English 70s writers who became like the official chaos magician guys. They didn't use chaos till after the key book, which is Chaos by Stephen Glick, that came out, and that, and also the whole concept. You know, in Jurassic Park, one of the characters, you know, the crazy science guy. I can't think of his name. He played in there, and Jeff Goldblum played him, I believe. And you know, he mentioned chaos theory and the butterfly effect and all that, and then the other things. So this became part of popular culture. That term, chaos math, chaos theory, the idea of chaos, you know, and creating reality. That's where chaos magic, the term chaos magic, came from. I argued that all the time, and people would argue against it. They'd hang their hat on Peter J Carroll, they'd hang it on Aleister Crowley, on Austin Odds Despair, and they'd act like I didn't know about these people, which of course I knew about them. You know, I study intensely on these things. Obviously, this is what I consider myself one of the you know, people that study chaos magic the most, especially here on the West Coast of United States, especially in California and Los Angeles. So you know, Stephen Glick, I don't think he's a chaos magician, but he did bring out that book, and people started saying chaos magic, chaos, and then Peter J Carroll came out with Liber Chaos, which was obviously, you know, the book Chaos by Stephen Glick came out before, you know, it actually came out after Psychonaut and Liber Null. However, Cybernaut and Liber Null doesn't say this is a chaos magic book. Liber Chaos, I guess you could probably say, I don't know if he officially says that. I haven't read it for a few years. But you could say that is a manual on chaos magic. But the term chaos magic came from the whole idea, the whole thing. And it also had a lot to do with the punk movement and the magical revival in the 60s. Kenneth Grant, and Anton LaVey, all these people making their own like religions. In the early 70s, there was the Subgenius movement. In 65, there was the Discordian movement by Robert Anton Wilson. All these things came in with chaos magic. I would say it would have originated in the 70s, to be fair. In this book, it goes over the whole thing better than I'm presenting it. And I'm going to, you know, be doing a series of videos on that book, on This is Chaos by Peter J Carroll, and reviewing the book. I'm, you know, just not really reviewing it, studying it and giving my takes on it. And so I wanted to do this video about it. So I believe that's where the term chaos magic came from. Like I said, my own, the real thing about chaos magic is making your own system. So I think everybody's a chaos magician who makes any kind of magical system. If you want to call magic, religion, making your own religion, those kind of things. You could say even, you know, anything is chaos magic. That's just, you know, if you could break it down like that, if you could you know, in the final analysis or whatever, everything that we experience is disordered chaos that we don't understand totally until we process it and make it our own, and we make it chaos magic, and we're chaos magicians, and we create our own reality. And that's how I see it. So I'm going to do a series of lives on this and see if it makes sense to people. That's about it on this video. So I would highly recommend the book. I'm actually reading it on Audible, or I'd hold it up here. So I didn't actually buy the physical copy, which as I'm getting older, I'm finding that I you know, with my eyes and all this stuff, and you know, I'm 56 years old now, so reading audiobooks or listening to audiobooks is better for me than actually reading books, even though I have tons of books, which I actually intend to start giving away my books, selling, you know, gifting, raffling, whatever you want to say. I'm going to try to give my books away to people that would enjoy them better than me, because at my old age, I'm not really that old, I don't think, but I'm middle-aged. At 56 years old, it's better for me to listen to books than read them. So that's it for this video. I'll be doing lives on it too. It's Keon Hughes, Guillotine Productions. Like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.